A very common issue that comes up is when will a disability insurance company pay attorney's fees in a situation where a disability claimant has been denied? Now, one of the things that's crystal clear is that if a disability insurance attorney is hired to represent you for an appeal and the appeal is successful, every court across the country agrees that attorney's fees will not be paid in that circumstance. The real question, which becomes discretionary with the court, which essentially means that there's not going to be a guarantee that attorney's fees are going to be paid, is what happens if a lawsuit is filed and the claimant prevails on the lawsuit? Will the court then award attorney's fees to the claimant? And the short answer is that in many cases the courts will award attorney's fees to the claimant if the claimant wins at trial. Now, there was recently a case that took place in Colorado against Aetna Insurance Company in which the claimant had initially won an appeal after being denied their benefits, got back on claim for a period of 6 months, and then Aetna decided to deny the claim again. Another appeal was filed. Aetna upheld their appeal. So a Colorado disability attorney, not a member of our firm, filed a lawsuit in federal court against Aetna. And during the pendency of the lawsuit, Aetna reversed their claim decision and decided that they were going to go ahead and put this claimant back on claim. So the Colorado disability attorney then went ahead and filed a motion for attorney's fees because the claimant had got back on claim, was getting paid, and even though it didn't go to a final judgment, at some point during the litigation, Aetna said, you know what, you're right, we think you're disabled, we're going to pay you. Well, what Aetna was trying to do at that point was they realized they had screwed up by cutting this claimant off again, and now they thought since it didn't go to a final judgment, we won't have to pay attorney's fees to the claimant's attorney. Well, after a motion that took another 6 months to go through, the court basically said to Aetna, just because it didn't go to a final judgment doesn't mean that you're not responsible for attorney's fees. We think that as a result of this lawsuit being filed, that the claimant prevailed on the merits of the claim, and therefore you're responsible for paying attorney's fees. So this was really a great victory for disability claimants because of the fact that even though a lawsuit was filed, the court still said, look, Aetna, you're going to have to pay attorney's fees. And we hope you learn from this case that you shouldn't put claimants' backs against the wall and force them to file lawsuits in order to get paid. And we think that you can still prevail on the merits without a claim going to a final judgment. So hopefully Aetna will learn from this and there won't be a lot of claims out there where someone has to file a lawsuit just to get Aetna's attention. But this case should not necessarily be used as an example to say that in every single case, once a lawsuit's filed, that there's going to be attorney's fees paid. And it's certainly not the norm that once a lawsuit's filed, that a disability insurance company goes ahead and reverses their decision and puts someone back on claim. As a matter of fact, from our experience, that's something that we don't commonly see. However, in this case, it was something that happened. If you have any questions whatsoever about a disability insurance claim, whether it's against Aetna or any disability carrier, whether a lawsuit's been filed or it's an appeal or you're even considering filing, please give us a call. We'll be happy to provide you with a free consultation, and we look forward to the opportunity to speak with you.